Hello, good morning, good morning. Happy Fairy Friday. The live video is starting. It says as the wheel goes round, and now it says I'm live. Hello, everyone. Happy Fairy Friday. Margaret Sample coming to you from the beautiful Niagara region of Ontario in Canada. I come to you most Friday mornings bringing you messages from the fairy folk using Brian Froud's beautiful fairy oracle deck. A couple of things I always like to say. One is if you are seeing this video, just hit the microphone, sorry. If you are seeing this video, whether it's live or on replay, it's because today's message is meant for you at whatever time you are seeing it. Good morning, Brenda. Um, and I always say sometimes I see comments and sometimes I don't. I'm seeing one so far. And so that's quite wonderful. And yeah, and I always like your little thumbs up, your little hearts, your comments and messages. Sometimes I don't see comments, even if you sent one in and I've seen someone else's. It's weird. Sometimes they show up later. Technology. Who knows? Anyway, I think that's what I need to tell you. So without further ado, I will start shuffling and see who's bringing us all a message today from the fairy folk. Oh, okay. So nobody get freaked out. Good morning, Kathy. So nobody get freaked out, I just said, because the fairy person who has come this week is death. Okay, now, death does not mean death. Doesn't mean physical death. Almost never. In any tarot oracle deck, death is about change. So with the fairy folk with death, death is one of the fairy challengers. No surprise there, right? Brenda says, ugh. But change can be good, so hang in there. Um, the fairy challengers are the ones who bring us face to face with our fears, our denials, our inner traumas, insecurities, delusions, confusions, and misbehaviors. Good morning, Marie, and good morning, Pauline. Woohoo! Lots of people saying good morning today. Um, the fairy challengers show up to test us. And everyone is going, oh, great, just what I need, another test. And they test us not to see, it's not like a test in school. Oh, have you learned it all? Let's just test you to make sure. The fairy challengers bring tests where they go, oh, look, they're doing so well. I bet they can do this now. And they put this, whatever it is, in our paths for us to succeed. They always want us to succeed because they don't want to retest. They've got too much else to do. Um, and it's sort of keeping us from getting stuck or stagnant. Um, and it's time when a challenger shows up, it means there's something coming along to sort of see what's going. Brenda says, that's it, I'm leaving. Brenda's a personal friend of mine, and she's had quite a year. So, um, anyway, uh, and she's very funny. So that's why I'm laughing at her comment, guys, just in case you think I'm heartless. I'm not. I just know Brenda quite well. So, death. It's, if you think about it, if we didn't have death, we would have like there'd be too many of everything. When I was a kid, it used to really bother me. Why do people have to die? Why do animals have to die? Why do bugs and birds and why does everything have to die? And if you think of it as coming back, it helps sometimes, right? Think of it as trees losing their leaves and then coming back. If you subscribe to the belief that or the understanding that our souls keep coming back, it's a little easier to deal with, right? Because as humans we grieve when something dies, but it's about natural timely endings, release and liberation. And without death to clear the world, there would be no room for growth or new life. So there'd be no room for the new babies. There'd be no room for the new puppies, right? But when this card shows up, it certainly means that significant change is about. And we're being called on to let go of something and move forward. Now, death here, let's see if I can get you right up into the camera, is shown with her face hidden. She's veiled and she's holding a dark crystal ball that she can't see. So it's not like she knows the outcome of what the change is going to be, but it's moving forward, right? We always fear what we don't know. It's a human condition. If we don't know what's coming, we're like, no, I want to hold on to where I am. It's that sometimes like puppies will, or animals will hide. I don't know where I'm getting this image from, but they'll hide rather than be rescued, right? And we have those same tendencies sometimes. When death shows up, it's reminding us that we do need to let go of the old to move into the new. Because when we move forward, we have such potential. We never know what's going to happen. One of my Mother Peace tarot cards, Ten of Swords, is all about release and making that leap of faith into the unknown. And the picture is of priestesses jumping off a cliff. They know the soldiers are coming. They know if they stay, they're going to get raped and killed, right? But they don't know what's going to happen if they leap. It's terrifying to make that leap, to let go of what you know and to move forward. But you might find that you can fall in the water and swim. You might fall on the rocks and your body might die and your spirit gets released. You might be saved by dolphins, or you might jump and discover that you actually know how to fly and you just never knew. So that letting go and going forward. Also for people who have religious faith, there's a beautiful phrase, let go and let God. And it's sort of that surrender. Okay, I'm going, and I trust I'm going to be taken care of. It's almost like something in your life probably has reached a natural ending, and there is probably substantial and irrevocable change in the works. Brenda likes dolphins. I do too. I love dolphins. I love watching them be free. Good morning, Darlene. So it's time to let go of stuff that you're hanging on to. And I am guilty of this too. So I know that I'm supposed to be hearing this message today too, so that we can let go of the old lovingly, gently, willingly, and make space for the new, and then be open and receptive. So perhaps it's time to meditate. There's a really nice one. I know a lot of people are too impatient to sit and meditate. You can do it walking, you can do it working out on the treadmill, you can do it while you're washing dishes or vacuuming or shoveling snow. Although the beautiful snow we didn't have very much, but it was really pretty. It's all melted, but it's green, so right. So a really nice little meditation that can be helpful when the death card, the death fairy, shows up is breathe in truth, breathe out not truth. Breathe in the new, breathe out the old. And when I say not truth, that could be false information or confusion or old fears, right? False evidence appearing real. Also breathe in the new, breathe out the old. Especially when we're coming to, right, it's December. We're coming up to solstice with the rebirth of the sun, and the days getting longer. I cannot wait. I'm going to be so grateful when the days start getting longer again, really soon now. And then, of course, the old year passes. Hail the new ye, lads and lasses, right? Don't drag the past forward. and when you're walking forward and you're dragging along old stuff, it gets heavy, it weighs you down, and it keeps you stuck. So sometimes you need to change and let go and move forward. Flow with the current, flow with it. Sometimes, sometimes fairies don't bring us what we want, they bring us what we need. And sometimes that is change. Sometimes that is letting go of the old and being open and receptive to the new. Um, and and listen to yourself too. Listen to yourself, because sometimes it's time to let go of something, and we don't want to. We don't want to, but it's time. And there is a point where there is a welcome transition and transformation. It's like, oh, okay. And with stuff, right? Oh, I love this, but it doesn't fit anymore, and it'll never fit again because I'm not 12 anymore. So let go of it, and think of how the next person who receives it will be able to enjoy it and love it. If it's a physical thing, sometimes it is just a physical thing. Usually, she's more about transformation. So, I think, is there anything else? Don't be scared. She says, don't be scared. It's okay. Because even though she's veiled, she's soft. She's not hard. She's not mean. She's really kind. So that's a really nice assurance. I'm happy that you gave us that. Okay, so that's going to be the message for today. I've had a couple of people. Well, okay, I had one person message me about the necklace that I'm wearing. This is a Herkimer diamond pendant that I made. I'm making all sorts of pendants right now with all sorts of different stones, and they are actually nice little Christmas presents. I have some on hand, and I can also make some to order. Same with bracelets. You know me and bracelets. And gift certificates, because 'tis the season. So you can always check out my website, www.margaretsample.com. And I plan to be back here next Friday for Fairy Friday. And so have a wonderful week. Thank you for watching. Those of you who tuned in live, thank you for watching live. And anybody watching on replay, thank you for that as well. Bye for now. Love to all. Be well.